Hey guys, this is the Chigg.
So how you doing?
I'm doing good. I was real busy today digging out a cave, so I'm super tired.
Okay.
But I feel good though,
Nice. Anything interesting that you found there?
Yeah, I actually was working on 2 caves. And the first one, I think is going to be pretty good. And then I did another one that I think is actually going to be even better. So
Right.
Didn't get much of a video, unfortunately. But maybe that's for tomorrow.
I'm just gonna start with some of the facts that I was gathering about you while going through your channel. So you started about 11 years ago when you posted your first video, and you posted about 1,000 videos until now. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I can't really remember when I first started, but I guess it was probably 11 years ago. I lose track of time.
That's what YouTube says, yeah.
Yeah, you just lose track of time. But yeah, 1,000 videos now, more or less, and I got a lot that even more that I've uploaded I haven't made public yet.
Other things that I found is your most popular video is a river hunting video with over 18 million views, and then you've got over 40 videos with over 1 million views, which is also quite impressive.
Wow.
Yeah, and over 1 million subscribers. Congratulations, by the way. That's a great milestone, I think. And so let's start from the beginning. As far as I'm concerned, you're a living legend. You go from metal detecting on land, you water hunting, you magnet fishing, scuba diving, you exploring narrow caves by the side of the road, old mines. You teach people how to repair stuff, how to waterproof stuff. So question is, how did you get started? Was it first the cave exploring? Was it first the metal detecting? How did you get started? And can you take us a little bit through the evolution of the Chigg, if you will?
Well, I grew up on a farm in West Virginia, a dairy farm, and at a very young age, I really found myself enjoying going out and looking for stuff and exploring. I'm talking like, when I was 7 or 8 or something. I really remember those times. And I think it's where I first got interested in that kind of stuff. It's simple things like looking for chicken eggs in the barn,
Right.
Because, you're trying to discover stuff. Where's the chicken? Where are they hiding the eggs in the barn? Because we had free-range chickens. And sometimes the eggs were good, and sometimes they were a little ripe. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but,
absolutely.
I think that's what it was. I think just growing up on a farm and seeing so many different things. Being around farm animals and wildlife and just so much stuff to do and pretty much do by yourself because, it was very rural. I didn't have a lot of people around, a few friends. But started metal detecting when I was in my early teens.
Right.
So it's been about 40 years. I grew up in the Shenandoah Valley of West Virginia, which is an area that American Civil War took place.
Right.
There was lots of opportunity to look for that kind of stuff, and everybody was looking for that kind of stuff, at that time. So that's kind of how I get into metal detecting. And just exploring and looking for stuff in general has been something I've always done.
Right.
And when I first started my YouTube, I kind of concentrated on metal detecting because I thought that's what people wanted to see. And after a few years, I started branching out a little bit, maybe actually talking about things that weren't metal detecting, and people really dug that,
Right. Right.
So I started showing the other things that I do, like the caving and just looking at animal tracks and just exploring and trying to solve little nature mysteries. And I think people obviously like that. So it was good for me to branch out, and now I feel like I can just show what I do, share it with other people, share it with the kids or with the people who can't get out anymore. And there's a lot of those, so I get a lot of messages from those kind of guys and gals. So that's what really keeps me going. It's not just the treasure, it's the it's the feedback I get from people who really appreciate what I do. And for me, it's so easy. It's just so easy because I love it.
Right.
I love doing what I do out there, and it's fun to make the videos too. I don't spend a lot of time with a camera and fancy editing because that's not what I want to do.
Right.
I want to be out there and communicating with people. So
now that you're so successful and you've got so many viewers and subscribers, do you feel that you're somehow obligated now? Do you feel that obligation to film every time you're out there? And is that in the way of your enjoying your adventure, or is it just something that you can easily incorporate in the whole thing?
I do a lot of video work. I bring my camera with me whenever I can, and you say, do you feel obligated to do videos? Right. And I can honestly say no.
Right.
I don't feel obligated. I think the day I feel obligated to do videos, I probably will stop doing them.
Right.
I do it because I enjoy it, and I do it because I know other people enjoy it. You know, people, especially the people that can't get out and do those things.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm being selfish in saying I don't feel obligated, but I'm being honest.
Right.
You know, I don't, but I want to share what I do. And I want, you know, people to enjoy it and be happy, and you know, maybe some of the kids will grow up to do the kind of stuff I do and enjoy the outdoors.
Yeah.
So no, I don't feel obligated.
Well, that's good, because I think, and that's probably the secret. I mean, like you said, the moment you feel obligated, it probably, you know, it shows through the videos, and then people probably won't enjoy as much. So that's yeah, that makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. I think, you know, when you start trying too hard, or you start to feel like you're obligated or pressured to get the videos out, do this and do that, people can see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people can feel that in the videos. So, you know, I'm still at the point in my life where I just, you know, I just enjoy doing it. So hopefully that comes through.
Yeah.
And, you know, and that's my advice I give to all the people that want to try YouTube is, you know, do it if you enjoy it. And if you enjoy it, keep doing it.
Yeah.
You know, don't let people, so many trolls out there, you know, don't let them get to you. You got to guard against all that stuff. But do what you love, and if you really do love doing it, people will see that on the camera, and you know, they can connect with you. It's all about connecting with other people.
Yeah, and I think you do that very well by, I mean, there's plenty of channels out there of people metal detecting and people showing things. I think personally, what you do really well is the fact that next to the fact that you're showing what you find is the narration. You tell people what it is that you find and what it is you think, you know, like the story behind it might be. And I think, you reckon that might be a little bit of what separates you from a lot of channels? Because that's what I personally really enjoy, you know, everything that you tell around the things that you find.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm happy to hear you say that because I would think everyone would be doing that. I mean, I don't watch a lot of YouTube videos because I make them in time, and you know, when you're out digging digging yourself, you don't want to always be watching other people digging. You know what I mean?
Right,
so
right.
I don't really watch a lot of that, and it kind of saddens me a little bit to hear you say that people aren't taking the time. You know, talk a little bit about what they're finding and how it's making them feel, and you know, I always talk about blinders, people, you know, blinkers. Maybe you guys say blinkers over there. You know, where like horses wear. You know, take those off and look around you.
Yeah.
Slow down and enjoy it a little bit, and share what you're seeing around you. Share little stories about what you're finding and how you feel finding it, what you think it might be.
When you're not out there, so just to get to know you a little bit better as a person, when you're not out there exploring and filming and all the things that we said, what do you do? How do you spend your downtime?
I like to read the news.
Right.
I'm a kind of a news junkie, so I guess in my downtime,
right,
I'm reading a lot about what's going on in the world. So yeah, I'll give you that.
Okay.
I'll give you that. Yeah, that's what I do in my downtime. When the day's over, like after we're done talking, I'm going to sit in my comfy chair over there, and I'm going to read all about what's going on in the world today.
I'm just curious to know, I mean, for every kind of adventure, of course, you need different kind of equipment and all kind of different things. But is there, regardless the adventure, is there one item that you can do without?
That I can't do without?
Yeah.
No, I mean, you don't really need anything to go out and have an adventure.
Right.
You don't really need any equipment to go out and find buried stuff in the ground or in the river. I mean, you got it. You got it right here. You got your eyes, and you got your mind.
There is your equipment, your eyes, your mind, and everything.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's your basic equipment. Yeah. You know, is positive attitude, research, just looking around you and not being focused on finding out, you know, one type of thing, but you know, what might be over there that's not the same but is equally as fascinating.
Right.
So yeah, that's you have to have that equipment, or you're not going to be successful in finding things and making videos or really enjoying life, I would think.
Right. We see you doing a lot of what I think it's a lot of dangerous things. Like, just to name one, it's creeping through narrow caves. We were just discussing that. Was there ever a moment or a situation where you were actually scared, where you thought, "Oh, this is not going to end well"?
Yeah, about 3 hours ago.
Oh, there you go.
I was in the cave out back, and I was digging it out, and funnels down into a small hole, but you can see through the hole that it opened up again, and I'm pulling the rocks out and had my foot in it. And a big rock fell down, trapped my foot. And I was trapped for about 15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
But I was able to move the rock. But people knew where I was. I was actually by myself at the time, but a friend had just left.
Right.
And, I told him I was working on a little bit longer. So I was never in any real danger because I do let people know where I am.
Right.
When I'm in a cave that's dangerous, I won't be there by myself. If I think it's a little bit dangerous, I'm not going to do it. I mean, I'm not stupid. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want to put my wife through anything she doesn't need to go through. So,
right.
Although it looks really scary and dangerous, it isn't that bad because I'm not a huge risk taker. You look like me, but I'm not. But yeah, I mean, other than that, the water can be tricky for me. I'm not a strong swimmer, and I did almost drown one time.
All right.
Mid-lake type thing, crossing a river that was too deep, and I thought I could swim across real quick, even though I don't really swim, and I almost drowned.
Wow.
One of those, if thinking to myself again, you have to always be prepared for things like that. Don't panic, don't panic. You're going to drown if you panic, and I would have drowned if I panicked. If I was able to just stay afloat enough to get through the thing. Learned how to swim within a couple weeks, taught myself. Now I can swim, not great, but that'll never happen again. But that was a risk I took that taught me don't take risks like that.
Right.
So that was probably the scariest thing I've ever really done, and the closest I've ever come to death that I know about.
Wow.
You never know what just missed you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But yeah, it can be scary. But I want to give you a piece of advice on this too about doing dangerous things and getting yourself in trouble. And I alluded. Well, I didn't allude. I said it. Panic. You got to learn to control your panic because the panic is what's going to get you. As long as you don't panic, you can get through just about anything. You can get through being kind of stuck in a cave. You can get through having problems in the river and quicksand. You can get through a raccoon, trying to climb up your leg, or a dog attacking you.
Yeah.
As long as you don't panic, you got to just use your mind, calm down, and just take care of the situation. Right. Panic is what gets you every time, and then it's good to practice not panicking. Well, you okay? I just hit a button here and everything. But control your panic. I'm going to say that's my piece of advice for everyone out there. Learn how to control that response.
All right.
So yeah, it's very important. That's a really big life lesson I learned recently that I would say everyone really needs to pay attention to.
Keep cool and don't panic, and that will save your life sometimes.
Yeah, and say to yourself as you're stuck somewhere or you're drowning, almost drowning. Say to yourself, don't panic, calm down. I mean, really say it out loud.
Right.
You're eating by yourself, don't panic, and that can save you. That's all might be all it takes.
I'll try that next time.
Don't have it next time.
I have a couple of questions from viewers of my channel. I mentioned that I was probably going to do an interview, and people were curious to know one or two things about you. And one is there an item or more items that you never tired of finding?
No, I like finding just everything. I mean, I hear that a lot too, especially with the bullets. You always find the bullets. I don't ever tire of finding bullets. I can't think of anything that I tire of finding other than pull tabs and
right.
Sausage cans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I really dislike mine.
We've seen you relic hunting in England a few times, and in one of the videos you were in Italy as well. Some people wanted to know, were you anywhere else in Europe, and are you planning to come to Europe at some point? And this question comes from someone in the Netherlands, so I guess the person wanted to know, are you going to be in the Netherlands, you reckon, anytime soon?
I don't have anything scheduled in the Netherlands. Now, I travel around a lot of times with different manufacturers and stuff. If there's a rally here, a rally there, I tag along with them. Yeah. I've been to a lot of places. I mean, last year we went to Russia. Right. With the diggers.
Nice.
And we went to Russia, man. That was awesome. We got to dig with those guys and go to one of their big camping things out in the middle of nowhere. Absolutely awesome. I've been to Italy and a lot of other places. Never been to the Netherlands. But I will get there. I can promise you that.
A question that I think is quite interesting from a viewer. I think you're finding a lot of relics dating back over 100 years or more. And for instance, Civil War relics. The person wants to know, would you rather have lived at the time and experienced the situation directly, or are you actually happy to be the guy that today, thanks to his metal detector, can actually find the beautiful relics? Interesting question.
Yeah, it is, and people, you hear that a lot, and I've heard that a lot. You were born in the wrong time,
Right.
But no, today, I want
Right.
to live in today. This is the time. This is the good time to be alive.
One last question about you as the detectorist, and then we'll discuss a little bit more about your YouTube channel. So,
Sure.
do you think we will see any more diving in the future from you, any scuba diving? Because there are a few videos dating back a couple of years, but is there going to be any more scuba diving, do you reckon?
Absolutely. I love scuba diving, being in the water, I'm looking at the stuff, I'm looking for stuff. You didn't see much of me in the water this year for a couple of reasons. One, I wasn't here because I was in England doing the show.
Right.
And, the rivers here were, in the whole eastern United States, have been high, muddy, and flooded all year. The wettest year we've ever had on record in the eastern part of the United States. So that's
Right.
why I did not get in the water much. If it hadn't been so bad, I could have gotten some videos, and I could have gotten some scuba diving videos, but it just, I just couldn't do it.
Right.
But I plan to, trust me, I plan to.
One question I have is, you started, like everyone else, you started with 0 subscribers, and you have over 1 million, which not a lot of people have. So at what point did you think, wow, this YouTube thing is real? Was there a moment when you realized this YouTube thing is a real thing?
I wish I could say, yeah, I wish I could say there was, but I don't think I really had. I do believe this YouTube thing is a real thing. I understand the power of YouTube and the pleasure of YouTube, but I cannot pinpoint a time where I said, wow, this is really awesome, because I do it for the love of doing it.
Right.
I'm just making the videos that I want to make that, kind of show what I do. And if the people like it, great. If they don't, that's okay too. So I think it kind of put me into, I wasn't really focused on, what's happening and when it happens so much. I'm a little bit more now.
Is there a type of comments that you're always happy to receive? And at the same time, is there a type of comments to your videos that you could do without?
Oh, absolutely. I like comments where they say, dude, you're awesome. I really enjoy your videos. I like comments where people are, talking about the video and, interacting with other people. Those are great comments. But there's a lot of comments that are not so good.
Right.
And if you let them get to you, you will not last long on YouTube.
Right.
So, what do? Well, there's a lot of tools that YouTube provides that can make it so you don't have to even ever read those comments. Well, maybe once from one person. So my advice, now other people do different things, okay? So some people say, any comment's a good comment, they put up a video, bam, they let it go. It doesn't matter how much fighting's going on because their comments, channel's growing, YouTube loves it, more people are watching the videos, getting shared. And that's all well and good. There's a lot of channels out channels that are like that. Just not nice channels, but they're big channels. I want to be more family friendly, more fun, not a lot of bickering. So what I do is, I have a lot of. You just go to YouTube and there's what's it called?
It's like sort of filter,
filter, word filter. So if you're on YouTube doing this and you want to have a fun channel and you don't want a lot of trolls, use those filters. Right. Use them a lot.
Is there something that I haven't asked you that you think it's you might want to share that is interesting for you to share, or do you think we covered a number of things?
Is there something else? Is that what you said?
Yeah, something that I haven't asked you that you think you want to share?
Asked.
Oh. Sorry.
It's aunt, not aunt. Actually, I grew up seeing aunt.
Right.
No, I think I've talked a lot. I wish I had something that I just really wanted to share, other than if you're a YouTuber, keep at it, man. Keep at it and enjoy it, and hopefully you enjoy what you do. If you're just in it for the money, that's fine too.
Right.
But if you're in it for the love of it, don't give up easily, because there's a lot of people want to tear you down, but there's no reason for it. It's a great platform. I really enjoy it.
Nice.
And I enjoy all my fans too. I do. I wish I could answer every question. I do, but I try to stay on there for about half an hour, when I post a video, answer as many as I can. But You just can't. You know what I mean? If you really have a question for me or something, I mean, try to get on there quickly and ask it, because if I'm on there and I see it pop up, I'll answer it. You know what I mean? But I can't stay on it like all the time because I got news to read.
That's right. One last question for you is what's next? What can we expect from you in the near future?
Well, I hope to continue doing what I'm doing.
Right.
Make my own little videos and my little, holding my camera, because I really enjoy that. That's my passion.
Right.
Is to make an adventure in every little video, whether it be metal detecting or caving or whatever. So that's going to stay the same. When that changes, I'll just read news all day. I got the show coming up that I shot last summer with the History UK channel. They're going to be showing probably in a few months.
Yeah.
Not in America, unfortunately, but over, in the UK. And, if that goes well, I'll probably do some more of that. We're already talking about doing another season or something else. So, and that's fun. Right. It's fun doing the shows because it's a real show. It's not like a fake show. Not that there's anything wrong with a fake show, but, it's fun doing that because you get to meet a lot of people, go a lot of places. I mean, I was out there, in the UK, in Scotland, in the middle of a stream, like, big high banks, and some guy looks over, is that Aqua Chigger? And I didn't tell anybody I was there, you know what I mean? So it's really fun, so I enjoy that. But I love Europe. I mean, Europeans are so cool. They're really great. I like everybody, but they're just good people. And I like the UK. Everyone's always very nice. And weather can be a little bit sketchy at times, but I'll go over there every chance I get, for sure. I have to admit, you've been great.
Oh,
I mean, very good, asking good questions, nice and friendly and smiley, and it's been fun. So I'm enjoying talking.
Okay, thanks. I'm very happy to hear that. All right, thanks a lot for your time. I really, really appreciate it, and I'll catch you soon.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Take care.
All right.